Long before the world ever heard the name Jesus Christ, strange signs were already appearing. In the quiet hills of Judea, shepherds watched their flocks under a dark sky. It seemed like an ordinary night. The wind moved softly through the grass, and the stars stretched endlessly across the heavens. But that night, history was about to change. Far away in the east, wise men, scholars who studied the stars, noticed something unusual in the sky. A brilliant star had appeared, brighter than anything they had ever seen. To them, it meant only one thing. A king had been born, not just any king, but one destined to rule. So they began a long journey across deserts and mountains, following the mysterious star wherever it led. Eventually, their path brought them to Jerusalem, the city of kings. When they arrived, they asked a simple question that sent shockwaves through the palace. Where is the one who has been born, King of the Jews? We saw his star and have come to worship him. Those words reached the ears of Herod the Great, the ruler of Judea. But instead of celebration, fear spread through the palace. Herod was powerful, ruthless, and obsessed with protecting his throne. The idea that another king had been born terrified him. If this child truly was a king, it meant his power was threatened. So he secretly gathered religious scholars and priests. They searched ancient scriptures and found a prophecy. The promised ruler would be born in Bethlehem, a small town, quiet and forgotten. Herod pretended to be interested in honoring the child. He told the wise men to find the baby and report back to him, but his real plan was far darker. He wanted the child destroyed. Meanwhile, the wise men continued following the star. Night after night, it guided them south until it finally stopped above a humble home in Bethlehem. Inside was a young mother named Mary, holding her newborn son. The wise men entered with awe. They knelt before the child and offered precious gifts: gold, frankincense, and myrrh. They believed this baby was no ordinary child. He was the promised king. But that night, they received a warning in a dream not to return to Herod. And soon after, another message came, this time to Joseph. An angel told him to take the child and flee to Egypt immediately because a king was hunting a baby. So under the cover of darkness, the small family escaped, far away from the palace, far away from the danger. The ruler, who feared losing his throne, tried to stop destiny itself, but the child he feared would grow up to change the world forever. The birth that terrified kings would one day bring hope to millions.